Before I get started with the YouTube video, I want to show you this. That's the only perk you need to do this glitch. Please don't report me for doing this glitch. I'm only showing you to hopefully make this more public, noticed, and hopefully Treyarch Studios would patch it as soon as possible. I saw a guy doing this in TDM, and it's rather cheap, and I don't like cheaters. So we're going to come up here, turn, go around the flames, land on the top of the building, and then from here go around the pole onto the water slide. From up here you're going to have a lot of vantage points on many people, and it's going to be very hard to take you out, especially if you're going suppressed. Hopefully the guys at Treyarch Studio would patch this up as soon as possible. Again, please don't report me. I'm only showing this to make it public and hopefully get it fixed ASAP. And now that that's taken over with, let's get straight on to my YouTube video. Hello there, people of hyperspace. My name is Davontos, and it's time to get hyped because it's Valentine's Day. At least by the time I post this video, it would be Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day for all of you lovers and people who are together with your guys or girls or animals or whatever you guys are into. I hope you have a very wonderful Valentine's Day. And if you don't have anybody, well then enjoy being single, because I hear that being with somebody is only fun at first. Unless you're very, very good at relationships. But I'm single, so I'm going to enjoy it while I still can. Let's get started with this gameplay. Valentine's Day, I thought, why not use my waifu battery with her epic boomstick brekkie, as I said in one of my old videos, and I go ham in this gameplay. I think I get like 47 kills in this gameplay. I'm going to give you this epic brekkie shotgun class loadout. Recently, they actually buffed rapid fire, so adding rapid fire on shotguns is a very, very nice move. Adding rapid fire on the brekkie makes it fire almost as fast as a default haymaker, which is insane. And adding rapid fire on, let's say, for example, the Argus or the pump action shotgun, KRM, it makes it fire a little bit faster. Still not really that noticeable, but it's a huge difference, and you're going to win a lot of shotgun fights, especially if you have the same one. Look at that range. That's long barrel. I actually only have long barrel and rapid fire, and that's all I need. You don't really need extended mags, because 12 is pretty much really good, because it's going to take about maybe 2 or 3 shots to take out the opponent, and the reload is one of the fastest reloads in the shotgun class. I notice a lot of people like to use these shotguns and run around the map, which is exactly what you're supposed to do with shotguns, and I don't really see shotguns as a very campy kind of weapon. The only shotgun that I feel is kind of campy, and not corner campy, just like holding down a fort campy, is like the haymaker, because you can just spam anybody who comes in. But other than that, not a lot of shotguns really feel campy in this game. So what I'm doing in this gameplay, you guys can try it out for yourself if you'd like. I'm running the brekkie, or breachy, whatever you want to call it, my boomstick. I have rapid fire, long barrel. I have the free fire bazooka. I forgot what it's called, but I have that in case I happen to stumble upon somebody at long range where my shotgun can't reach. I just switch out to the bazooka and take them out right away. And then I have a C4, which I randomly plant in high traffic areas, and whenever it goes off, I just take them out with the C4. Basically a free kill. And then I got my usual kill streaks, HEXD, care package, and dart. And for my perks, I have Ghost, because you're going to be running around the map and you don't want to be spotted. I have Fast Hands and Scavenger, so you can ADS and refill as you go. And for the last perk, I have Gung Ho, because Gung Ho and shotguns go together like bread and butter. So let's talk about shotguns. Every time I see somebody using a shotgun, they just charge straight into enemy territory, which is what you're supposed to do with these shotguns, but you have to take specific routes to actually use them to their full potential. Shotguns obviously favor tight quarters. So, what you want to do is obviously try to go for flanks, or try to use the best way, the best route to get in close to those enemies, even if it's like the center of the map that has those tight alleys, while the sides of the map is, wide open. Usually the sides is what people use for flanking, because most of the action happens in the middle. But if the middle is tight, you want to take that middle route, because with a shotgun, you're going to wind up winning almost every gunfight you come against. Now, if it's open, obviously it's a bad move to approach him with a shotgun like this. I'm in the open, so I quickly try to fly over, get in a closed area, and I just get a triple feed right there. I get shot, so I quickly run back into cover, and I try to stay in closed areas. And you see, when I run into somebody, unless they get me from behind, but when I run into somebody, almost every time I wind up taking them out, because no gun can compete with a shotgun at close range, unless they have a throwing knife where they get a lucky, no scope, or maybe a specialist weapon. I notice people tend to favor the Argus as their, preferred used shotgun. Personally, it doesn't really suit my playstyle. I highly suggest you guys should try the Brecci or Breachy, whatever you want to call it, the shotgun I'm using now, because even though it's a 2-shot kill, no matter what you do, even if you get a point-blank ADS headshot on somebody who's away from their controller, just like idling standing there, if you stand next to them, put ADS, aim right at their ear and try to shove their ear full of shotgun shells, that one shot won't take them out. But try using the Brecci or Breachy. Oh, that's called the boomstick. Try using the boomstick because this shotgun is actually very, very consistent. I noticed not a lot of people use it because of that 2-shot kill. Most of the time it's going to be a 2-shot kill. If they're at long range, you're probably going to wind up squeezing in like maybe 3 to 5 shots in there. But it has a decent fire rate, it's very consistent, and usually because of the flinch, they wind up missing their shots when they're trying to shoot at you, shoot back at you. So, the Brecci is very, very good for a shotgun. I actually seen people use the Haymaker, and though it doesn't say it on the stats, the Brecci's range is greater than the Haymaker's, because I have long barrel on my Brecci. I ran into a couple of enemies who have Haymakers, and we're trying to stay as far apart from each other while we're spraying at each other. My Brecci actually winds up getting hit markers, and I take them out before I even get hit by their Haymaker. I run up to their body, I take up their Haymaker, and I see that they too have long barrel. So though in the stats it says that the Brecci and the Haymaker have the same range, the Brecci's range is actually slightly greater than the Haymaker's. Of course, it doesn't compare to the Argus, but for a full auto shotgun, that's really good range. Not full auto, semi-auto, but it's basically full auto, is how fast it can shoot. Also, with these supply drops, I don't have the Shadow Claw unlocked yet, but I've been hearing that people are saying the Shadow Claw is too overpowered, the Shadow Claw is cheap because it's, a one-shot kill. But I picked it up numerous times from a lot of enemies, and it's not nearly as good as you guys think. You guys are thinking it's like, this gun that you instantly fire, you're guaranteed to get the hit. It's not as good as you guys think. It's very difficult to aim with that weapon, because even when you ADS, the default ions have like all these dots that get in your way, and when you hip fire, it travels in an arc, and the arrows don't even fly that far. So it kind of feels like a ballistic knife. If you guys remember the ballistic knife from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, that ballistic knife had an arc. Well, this Shadow Claw crossbow, the arc is about like half the range of the ballistic knife, so it's not really that good. It's meant for close range, and I've seen if you put akimbo on it and you wield 2 of them, of course you can spam the arrows faster, but they tend to stay just as accurate as it would be if you just had 1, so you still have to be very accurate. You can't spam these arrows and hope to, get somebody, and even if you do spam these arrows, you only have like, I believe it's 6 in the ammo clip and 12 in your pocket, so putting akimbo is going to just chew through your entire magazine, and if you have 1, you're going to have to wind up using it very, very stealth-like. So it's not going to be that overpowered weapon. I've actually noticed that the black market weapons that they give you tend to be more in the kind of, I guess you can say they're like bad guns, because obviously the Shiva's better than the MX, and this Shadow Claw crossbow's not really that great of a secondary. But anyway, the video's almost over here. If you liked it, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me on Twitter at DavontosMan or Vine Davontos. And as always, I'll see all of you in my next video. Have a nice day.